At the field of Agincourt, the English are outnumbered a paltry 5-1. The troops fear defeat by the superior French forces. One of the nobles wishes that they had more men, and Henry V delivers a stirring speech to ready his men for battle, starting with the king's cousin. Oh, but we now had but one in those 10,000 men that do know work in England here today. And Henry V, overhearing this, says, "What's he that wishes so? My cousin Westmoreland? Nay, fair coz, wish not one man more. Rather proclaim it, Westmoreland, through my host, that he who hath no stomach to this fight, let him depart. His passport shall be made, and crowns for convoy put into his purse. We will not die with that man who fears his fellowship to die with us. This day is called the Feast of Crispin. He that outlives this day shall stand at tiptoe when this day is named, and be roused at the name of Crispin. He that lives to old age shall strip his sleeves and say, these wounds I had on Crispin's day. Old men forget, yet all shall be forgot, but he'll remember with advantages what feats he did that day. Then shall our names, familiar in their mouths, as household words, Harry the King, Bedford and Exeter, Warwick and Talbot, Salisbury and Gloucester, be in their flowing cups freshly remembered. This story shall the good man teach his son, and Crispian shall ne'er go by from this day to the ending of the world. My sovereign lord, the troops being alerted of the French advancement on the English ramparts are informed, my sovereign lord, bestow yourself with speed. The French are bravely in their battle set and will with all expedients march upon us. Henry V responds immediately, all things be ready if our minds be so. Westmoreland, who was initially wishing that they had one in those 10,000 men in England that do no work today, Henry V says, the French are bravely in their battle set and will with all expedients march upon us. Henry V says, God's will, all things be ready if his mind be so. Perish the man whose mind is backward now. Thou dost not wish more help from England, cause God's will, my liege. Would you and I alone fight this royal battle without more help? Aha, you know your places all. Then the French convoy arrives. I come to know thee, King Harry. Wilt thou compound before thy most assured overthrow? Henry V responds, who has sent thee? The Constable of France? I charge thee, bear my former answer back. Good God, why should they mock poor fellows thus? We are but warriors of the working day. Our thoughts are not besmirched by painful marching in the rainy field. Go now, gentle herald, save thou thy labours, for they shall receive none but these my joints, which if I so leave it them, shall yield them little. Very well, King Harry, thou shalt never hear herald again. And after that, the famous battle occurs, and the medieval song Non Nobis Hodie is sung on the battlefields, and the English meet their famous victory at Agincourt.